That's right. Okay, so let's look at the market from the perspective. One of the first thing I want you to pay attention on, not only because of the crypto traders but as an investor generally, looking at the one of the major thing. This is one of the major point that everybody is waiting for, especially those of us who are trading currency market and all of that. Is the news coming? All right, FMC. That should be tomorrow is 16th. So by, was it Wednesday or something? Let's look at it. So one of the things is this. I've always told you guys, those of you who are trading forex, to be very careful. The moment we enter November, December, and forget whatever thing that's happening, but you see that when market get to those points, volatility is crazy, and because there are no much volumes, and so it can actually affect a lot of people. And so people come around. So on Wednesday, this is a major part of economic news, as it were. So talking about the FMC, so it's a major stuff. And so you have to pay attention. So when you're trading, volume on Monday, and then Monday is usually, all right, I call it a chance. That's why market is only in gold, move in one direction. So let's quickly look at generally, let's look at the market as it is. So let's look at the market from the direction of DXY, that's the dollar index. So now, you find out that our target for DXY, we have first hit the first target, what we have said, and of course, almost taking over it. You have been following us in Plan B. You remember when we're here and we're drilling here for a very long time, and I told us this point, that should be around the time of August and all of that. Many of you have been following. We saw where we came down here, and that was what to measure against. I think one thing I need to pass across to some of us who are forex traders and all of that, I told friends, I said the best strategy you can use to yourself is to learn how to trade on swing and position trading, especially when it has to do with currencies. The reason is not far-fetched. Currencies, you can do a lot of work. You're doing your analysis and all of that, and you're scalping. At the end of the day, what you scalp, the kind of the pips you make, and when news just come around, you take all of that the pips over from your hands. And that's what I always encourage people when it comes to do with currency, find a way to swing it, and you'll be fine as much as possible. So, like looking at DXY, so we could have a kind of a little pullback and continuation pattern, or we end up having a double top and then we crash down, and which has happened here, right? And so we could have returned back to that 107, one. So my ultimate direction ordinarily was 107 and 109. Remember, if you have been following us, you can follow and read through some of our previous recording, as it were. Now, so going back to gold. So my own expectation on gold, of course, we saw what happened. We have a kind of double top last week, previously. And so we ought to have a run out up to this. Ultimate direction, of course, there are a lot of issues around gold. And number gold is a thing you can easily scalp if you're the type that they trade in and all of that. Now, so what you ask me now, fellas, what do you expect? Gold is still continuing a kind of a serious pullback when we were looking at gold at 2,601 or 603, 2006 or whatever. And then remember, we have had all this scale for a very long time, and we have a quiz over here. So $2,533 region, of course, or but what we're looking at this time around is to look at gold. If you're trading gold, for me, my sentiment around gold, because and be careful about the FMOC coming on Wednesday this week. And so whatever direction you are taking gold, but looking at gold, we saw that gold is actually an uptrend, right? But you have a kind of a short-term downtrend. That's a short-term moving down to probably a confluence here at 2,605 or 2,603 region and all of that to have a bounce. You have a temporal bounce for gold, past actually 2,634, 2,629 region, and then to have a pull up again back to this 2,652 back up to 2,660 something, or have a chance of 2,675 to 2,695. Now, quickly, what am I expecting to do in days of gold? Now, one thing is that if market open, I will have a move down to an extent, probably 2,645. I can find a buy, right? So I can find a buy up to rally up to 2,657. But ultimate kind of short position I'm looking at, if the market open before and then not too much aggressive. So before Wednesday, or probably Wednesday will give us the absolute fantastic selling at 2,000. So you have this picture in your mind, 2,000, all right, 2,670, 2,675 to 2,688 region, and now to find another shot. But ultimately, you can find a support round back here, 2,601, 2,610 or 612. So if I'm shorting gold or targeting to short gold from that region, I'll be targeting 2,612 region to sell. So probably you could see this bigger picture on gold, and you see the much movement the gold have been doing, and we have like kind of double top for gold, and that was a massive sell-off and all of that. However, I think have so cluster with a lot of things that they look at. So what I want to have is that if gold come down a little, and then we can have a rally up of gold, to 2,657, 2,666, and 2,675. And that's another point I'm going to be shorting gold maybe within the week, depending on what happened. But you have to be very careful of how the volume actually happened in the market for gold in order to either to short and all of that. But take note, gold have a very fantastic psychological move. So when I make your mention about 2,675 or 2,757, 2,675, then 2,000, 2,695 region. That could be a very fantastic sell down to 2,612 or 2,603. Those of us who are great gold trader as much as possible. So now, one of the things is this. A lot of people always get carried away by the candle. Oh, the candle is in. Now, one thing you must understand when you look at gold, gold have some very fantastic respect for fundamental. And so that you don't rule out. Yeah, you must not rule out. Leader, please don't play with our screen. So please, I'm just telling us, be careful anyway, because the volatility maybe if it's volatility is crazier, we can find a short before, but be careful the way you take some positions on gold, especially before Wednesday. So you want to find an amazing opportunity of shorting the market eventually. Now, because if you even take this now, gold. Okay, so you can find out that shorting the market is actually the optimal point, as it were. Let's look at it. Optimal point at 2,670, 2,675 region to find a short, or ultimately 2,685 or 88 region, as it were, and then you could find a short position. But that means we could rally up from there, or we have a continuous running down of the market, just a little pullback, and then continue to run down. Or we have a rundown back to 2,635, 2,635, 2,629, and then we'll have a bounce. And so we'll have a bounce, and that's another buying opportunity for those of us who can be very smart enough to follow the trade and all of that. But very careful, because the market, it's actually lacking volume that you're supposed to taking advantage of. So that enough for gold. Now, so let's go to Bitcoin very quickly. Now, Bitcoin have lovely and then have been very fantastic. So we still have my target. So I told you guys my target of Bitcoin right from day one, right, had been in this sequential order. We talked about 79,000, 99,000, 100,000, and $110,000 region. This was here. So for Bitcoin. And I told us, even what we're running now for me on Bitcoin is like extra meat. So it's like Jara according to Nigerian. So now, if it's Jara for me, I remember telling some of the time, I said, if you're smart enough, you should be finding, taking some profit on some amazing opportunity or the market that have moved as expected for some time right now. So looking at Bitcoin, and so it's not going to be out of place. For Bitcoin, we've said 1,000, 100,000 and $110,000 it take out of extra. But that doesn't matter that we cannot do, some of those high people are saying. But to be very conservative and strategic enough, my target is 110,000. And now, one of the things is that it could happen even before next year. I'm not going to be surprised. So probably before Christmas, and you find Bitcoin at $110,000. I'm not going to be surprised. But that's not a crazy thing. For me, if you are new to crypto, no matter how they are shouting, oh, Bitcoin, to hit about 110,000. That's not an excitement for you. How many percentage are you going to do? Let's take from where it is now, 110,000. How many percent is it? That's nothing. That's nothing. 7% or whatever. So it's not to your excitement. For those of you who are just joining crypto now, those of you who are new, it's not your excitement at all because that's not what you're looking for. What you're looking for is what's going to push up your money, right? You put in your money to some places that are going to push up so much of your money and all of that. So Bitcoin is still bullish. And then, of course, you can't be so excited to say, I want to buy Bitcoin right now. So I don't think so. So even if you are holding it, you want to wait to see when Bitcoin actually pull back reasonably. All right. So 73,000. So we're not going to be surprised to see, you can see Bitcoin have a lot of crazy gap, waiting for a big fall over time. And so I'm not going to be surprised that Bitcoin over the years, if we are able to attain above $110,000, so you will now be seeing the bear market of Bitcoin to be 70 something thousand dollars, or $80,000 region over time, and then we begin to rigmarole and go sideways as long as possible. And that's one of the things that we recommend for people to leverage on altcoins and make some money. However, what you're making in the money you're making in altcoins to build up. Now, let me just show you SUI. Now, SUI was a coin that I recommended for some of our community for a very long time. And I remember telling people to still buy SUI, when we are as low as at about a kind of 30 something cent. All right. You see SUI, well, maybe either it's a hype or it's true, but some projects around SUI that are going to phenomenal. And we're having a kind of rumor around, a lot of people talking, hey, SUI is going to overtake Solana, is the next Solana. Well, who knows, right? Who knows? And that's one of the things we will recommend for people who say, oh, one of the first things you must do when you come to crypto is to first of all find coins that you're going to buy to hold. And of course, somebody will ask me now, can I buy some coin and hold now? Yeah, why not? But it's actually it's better late than never, right? So, but you can agree with me that for some of us who have bought some coin for a very long time and holding on to them, we're smiling more, right? Now, another coin that I recommended for a very long time too was Phantom. And I remember telling us because we invest on Phantom project related, which was WigoSwap. We have been farming on WigoSwap for more than 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. And it's on Phantom. And Phantom was one of the blockchain that is flexible, however, never, got so much attention as it were. And I said, Phantom is going to replay its game. All right. You can see Phantom. So for me, if Phantom, okay, even now, why will I buy Bitcoin when I have Phantom? For instance, let's say even to the all-time high. For instance, here, 100 and something percent. I would rather put money to something that's going to give me 100. However, they may be volatile, but there are more room for them to grow up. Okay. And because, like I told you guys, that my target for SUI, well, it may be more than that or get us disappointed, but was to target about $10 to $15 worst case scenario for Phantom. And I'm sorry, for SUI. And so who cares? So again, this can happen to do above $5 eventually. So if you eventually do above $5 for Phantom, well, I'm not giving a recommendation, but I'm just saying rather than buy Bitcoin, I would rather look for coin that's still going to do 300 or 500% before the ultimate up market, maybe by 2025, as it were. So that means instead of buy Bitcoin, you may be considering SUI, you may be considering Chainlink, you may be considering FTM, all right, and so many other coins. So now, of course, we're bullish, and then markets doing what it's doing, and that's what it is, and as much as possible. So now, another thing you must pay attention to is that we have a lot of crypto you are looking at to maybe take advantage of over time because of what they probably or attention. Because this is the thing, when you hear about cryptocurrency, most time some of us just, oh, crypto and what people are shouting. I would rather want to take advantage of projects that are hidden before they become so. Now, this is another coin I recommended for a very long time. Some of us we stake this coin. That's one of the leading coin that have not really gained too much attention was Near Protocol, right? So Near Protocol is a coin that probably you could look at it and want to find a way to buy, probably hold, right? But I know it's not today we've been talking about Near Protocol for we buy Near Protocol. This is a coin that I've done about $20. So if it's about 6 point something dollars now, what if it can even do the all-time high? I'm not saying it's compulsory because these are the things sometimes, YouTubers can give you, oh, because the coin have done all-time high, then for that, you must do the all-time high. That's not true. A lot of coins have done an all-time high and never visited the all-time high again. So don't get it twisted. Oh, because the coin have done all-time high, for that, it's going to be by the time you do the all-time high. It's not a yardstick. So don't get it twisted. So they have to have some good narrative around them that will make you to look, okay, I think this token will have good potential and all of that. Oh, so to be on the safer side, Near Protocol is an AI-related tokens that probably have a very good capital already. And of course, a lot of new players, when they are coming to crypto, they want to see which one is the leading coin in that particular sector. ICP2 was not a bad deal. I know a lot of people bought ICP at about $2, apart from the one we bought, because I participated on the ICP as a pre-sale token, right? About 2 or 3 years back, I can't remember. So, but I still remember talking about ICP when the price was at about $2, $3, and all of that, right? So you probably, so FET2 is another token, of course, rebranded, a lot of things and all of that. So if a token that have good potential around them, then why would I not get some of them? So probably you want to look at Near Protocol ICP, all right, FET. For those of you who are looking for some safe kind of, this is a token that was maintaining a very strong momentum many years back, but attention was shifted. And I think it still have a good way of making up. And so you probably want to find a way to get this token. And let's see, this token has done all time about almost $3 or thereabout. And so, but I think it's close to its all-time high. Probably would can take it up if the attention is being put to it. So, but for me, rather than buying Bitcoin right now, especially those of you who are coming newly, I think it would better for some altcoins that's going to gain more attention, right? Not because they are stronger than Bitcoin, but you can use them to get more volume of Bitcoin. And that's exactly what I always advise and all of that. Of course, some of us who participated on this are net drop for us, right? Grass. And you can see grass is still maintaining very big momentum, as it were. So you can imagine this airdrop, we did it, I think was last year or something, and it's still running or so. So you can imagine this token, what it has done. Amazing, crazy move, and all of that. Probably you may want to buy, or maybe you can monitor when it pull back and all of that. When it launches, stay perpetually for a very long time at 87, 85 cents and all of that. Well, many people who don't even pay attention. I told some person who didn't get some volume of those tokens to rather get some. And if you have gotten at 85 cents, I'm not sure it's a bad deal right now. And still, now this coin, of course, already getting more expensive, right? But I remember when I still told us, if you're in private mentorship, if you go and check this coin, you remember when I asked us to buy more of this token, I think it was about one something, that $1 or $2. I can't remember. LTP, that's live peer. I can't remember. I think it was I can't remember, but I remember telling us to buy when the price was a bit lower, and he was doing as if it was not going to have a kind of reasonable move up and all of that. But you can see what that token had been doing, gradually doing what it's doing, and that's what it is. So please, most time people come around and ask me, which coin can I buy now? Unfortunately, I'm tongue-tied to tell you which coin will you buy, because the first question I will look at, are you ready to take personal responsibility for what you want to do? All right. So those are the things. Am I set to take personal responsibility? So you can see, look at this Liverpool. Yeah, I think it was around, I can remember vividly. Yeah, so that was last year. All right. That last year or early this year or something, when we talk about this token or something. Yeah, can't remember. I just know something's cheaper. Okay, yeah, this is I think should be last year, something because it was lesser in price. Okay. Now, please, I'm just doing all of this paraphrase because of some people who are just new. And then you come around and tell yourself, oh, which coin can I buy? Because this coin. So if you even look at this token now, I think it has done about $100 all-time high. So what if you can just do $50? And from where we bought? And I'm not saying those of us who are new, to get it, but I think to an extent could do and this is another one. I'm going to stop here. Rose, you probably could go and check. Have a level sign. And this token, Arcas Network, that's another AI tokens that I could see. They've been doing a lot of fantastic stuff, right? So that's about $8 right now. It's seated about $3.8 and all of that. So even if you are not holding, because this is the thing. When you come in to buy a coin, you probably want to buy some and hold, and then before you go to memcoin, I probably will not be able to go to any memcoin tonight, but you want to buy some coins that you know that you a little bit cover, they're already well established. And then when you want to buy into some mem coins, you take profit, you increase your portfolio in holding portfolios and all the like, and then you're going to be fine. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so this is what I have for us tonight, and that's how you can actually leverage on this opportunity and crypto. Now, finally, most time people come around and they still want to start trading. Let me tell you one thing, for sure, you want to start trading. I will advise you not to be carried away by the noise people make. Oh, I make this $1 million and all of that, and then people want to start trading. They start from up. The first recommended trading I would tell anybody if you're coming into crypto is to first learn how to buy low and sell high. Then from there, you can advance your knowledge and understanding on how to trade future trading and all of that. And one of the worst enemy of future trading is that when you gamble, because gamblers in future trading are much more than the real traders in future trading. So trading futures is not gambling. You have to be logical. And the first fantastic strategy of trading future profitably is actually DCA. I always tell, irrespective of how many volume you want to buy or whatever, it's always advisable you DCA. So DCA into your trade can help you a lot because it can help you to have some cover and then you build up momentum. Eventually, when the market actually maybe have a kind of little slope before taking more continuation and all of that. So then additionally, we recommended for a lot of people that use robots. We have so much robots. There's so many robots we have, right? We have robots that are user friendly. We have robots that free robots on the exchange platform like Bybit. If you use Bybit, all right, Bybit have a free robot. You use it for greed. And one of the things is that a lot of people complain to me, you do not need to have too much money to start crypto. Seriously. Oh, I didn't mean I have $1,000. I didn't mean I have $500. I didn't mean I have $10,000. I will have done more. Let me tell you one thing. You can have $20,000. Somebody have $1,000. He'll be more productive than you. So it's not about your money. Yeah, fine. If you gain basic and understanding of what you're doing, yes, fantastically, the of your money will now give you an edge. But you lack understanding, you do not know what you're doing. So say if you don't have mentor, you will lack method. So if you do not know what you are doing, seriously speaking, no matter what amount of money you bring into the market, you're going to waste it. I tell you, I promise you that. So the best you can do is to one of us lay a big foundation for yourself and then build on that foundation, and then you're going to be fine. So there are a lot of robotic, like for instance, we have Bybit. It has an internal robot, all right? Well, so like I was doing a training at a point here, and that's how I actually was setting up this suite. Was a grid board that was 6 days ago. And of course, only $75 was deposited in it. And within 6 days, that's almost a week. That's almost a week, 6 days, 10 hours. It has done 14%, right? Now, but these are one of the funny things that they promise you in some of those Ponzi schemes. And eventually they don't deliver. So why don't I take personal responsibility? Somebody want to ask me, okay, this now, as you said this, what do I need to do? I have not done anything. If I like, I can close it now. All right. So that means I've done 14%. So assuming it's $1,000, 14% of $1,000 is $140. And so now, so we do a whole lot of things. And that's why we recommend so many things. Now, some of you are on our community. If you have not heard about you trading boat, it's another fantastic product that we have been using, and it's going crazy. And one of the lovely things is that I think there's a promo, maybe to end by December ending. And many persons will tell me, I didn't know, I've never heard about this. I said, if we're doing Ponzi scheme, a lot of people used to hear very fast. But when it has to do with value system, people don't pay attention. Oh, I don't know how it works. I thought it's like this. An assumption is the worst type of knowledge, guys. So you have to build up yourself, build up a strategy, work on the reality of yourself, and then make money and then remove yourself from some of those Ponzi schemes. Most of those Ponzi schemes are what normally anybody do when I have a project coming out and they see a lot of hype they are creating around themselves. What do you think I do? I buy a lot of coins around them. Just like what has happened now. I'm not sure. I don't know. Sorry. I'm not trying to bout any project and all of that. But if you look at what's happening now to what do they call? Sorry. What do they call these guys now? UBTEX and all of that. I remember many weeks back, a month plus back, I told us, please remove your money from the platform, withdraw your coin to MXC. And I said, I have sold off all my token. And what was my target initially? When I bought in the token, I bought in the token at about 65 cents. And I set my target at $2, $5, and $10. And I said, in all reality, I said, okay, whatever happens, this is what I'm going to do. If the market, because I expect their hype, noise, and all of that to push the coin, because the people will just be, a lot of people will be gullible and, oh, this coins, this project is fantastic. I say, for that, I'm going to buy and hold on and then set my prices there. So when I observe some stuff around them, I just told myself, Alex, even if they do well eventually, glory be to God. But for me, Felix, I think it's high time I sell off every nonsense. So I just offload everything. And because I knew that it's going to come to a point that even MSC will get those coins delisted. And I think that has happened right now. So those are the things. So when it comes to some of those projects and all of that, they have no liquidity anywhere. All right. So because no strong person is going to only leverage on them. And that's the truth. And buy the coin and then put in some money in their platform. So if they continue to do what they are doing, fine. If they don't, I've used a lot of money. I make money from their tokens and as an opportunity coin. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so these are the things we need to learn. And if you are new to crypto, the first thing I would recommend for you, go for knowledge. Very, very important. Foundation is very important to build. And now, knowledge is not difficult to get. You can go online, go to YouTube and all that, but be careful when you go to YouTube. While you're trying to learn, you're going to see some shining object. That's what I've seen. They distract a lot. While you're trying to learn the foundation, you're going to see somebody, oh, I just make so amount of money. Those are the things that distract us a lot. So, oh, the time I'm taking to learn is taking so much of my time. And that's why sometimes when people apply for our crypto academy, when you tell them, or when they come into our platform newly, and when you tell them, go to the platform, go through some of those training that were there, it used to be very difficult for them. And they will tell you, oh, how do I start making money and all of that? See, the knowledge you overlook will deal with you seriously. I'm a live student when it has to do with this cryptocurrency, financial market. I'm a live student. I love learning. I love to learn more. I love to understand what I'm doing. I hate guesswork. Assumption is the worst type of knowledge. I hate it with passion. And that's why I always tell people. If I tell you what I equip myself with in knowledge, even in AI, in all of those things, you don't need it, but that's not true. I hate guesswork. I love what I love and I don't like what I hate. That's the truth. So that's why we encourage people when you are new, first you need to do is to have access to download wallets. Like we have Phantom wallet, we have different wallet. Number two, you need to have to do is to make sure that you're able to have what do they call it? You're able to have exchange platform like Bybit, BitGet, Binance, MXC, CoinW, and all that. Those of you love affiliate marketing. CoinW is one of the fantastic exchange that you can build up a rebate system because they're trading, future trading, and you can have a lot of nice support system on CoinW. Yes, if you are in our ecosystem, you don't have CoinW account, go to our platform. I think link will be sent today or tomorrow, and then you can register. You're not charged to register. Register and have an account, and over time you learn how to use it. So especially those of you love building rebate system, you can make a lot of money. In Forex too, we have admirers, capital extent, and all of that. So by admirer, I think one of the things is that even when you are not trading, you can build an affiliate and then you earn a lot of rebate system. But of course, you should learn how to market it. So when I see people complaining, I don't have money. For instance, I said trading boat is a very crazy and fantastic boat I have ever seen. Why? It combines three things. One, automated trading that help investors not to bother themselves. But of course, you need mentor, because if you don't have mentor, you can jump into water like I've observed, because the market is maintaining an uptrend. When you are using automated trading on the futures, you may be on drawdown for a very long time. That's what I've observed. But if you're automated on the spot, you can make a lot of money. But I can tell you for sure, a time is going to come, the automated trading on spot will no longer work well. So you will want to love the automated trading on futures, especially when we're going down or we're going sideways, as it were. Then outside that, you have signals. Outside that, you have all of those copy trading you need. The whole lot of things that we've not maximized. But what I love use is the manual AI bot. Okay, so that means for active traders, you can do a lot of things. If you're an active trader, you are professional traders, you can provide signals and then people copy your trade and you make money. All right. And then outside that, again, you have affiliate marketers. I was listening to somebody the other day, he said he didn't have money. And when he came to trading training, he borrowed money from the village, right? To come to the city. And then after coming, and then attended, the trading seminars, and he was thrilled to take action, but no money. He started borrowing money from those online apps. And then after borrowing money from online apps to buy UGAS, now after the borrowing and activating the UGAS, okay, no money to start trading. Okay? And then money to start trading, no money. He still went ahead and borrowed money from the online app. That was risky. And then today it's another story. But of course, that person is desperate to get out of poverty. But a lot of us, we are so lazy in our mind. We're not ready to study. We're not ready to sacrifice and all the like, right? And so outside that, you want to participate in other things like synthetic trading and all like. You are well trade. Well trade is simple to use, even though the gap in the price, whatever, is a big bogus. But I always tell people, if you settle down, you're going to make a lot of money. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have for us tonight. I've told us it's going to be 30 minutes. We'll have spent about 30 minutes plus right now. And so please, you want to take advantage. If you're on any of our forum, pay attention to the information there. Maximize them. They're very important. All right. When the festive period now, I probably not even have time for people. And so for those of you who want to take advantage of all this opportunity we have, congratulations. And those of you who took advantage of all of those promo that we had previously, congratulations. But to make it's a lot easier than even eating food. But why is it difficult? Because we're not telling ourselves the truth. So wake up and let's build up. So shun all of those funny scam platform telling you all of those things. So if you pay attention, if you don't get those coins I mentioned, you can rewatch the video. I'm going to upload it shortly, and then you can rewatch it again, and so that you'll be able to see those coins to buy. So do have a nice time. Bye-bye.